Yo, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Jay Eskar, and today we got a very, very, very special guest.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. Let me go.
We just dropped a song after so many years of talking about collaborating. We've always wanted to make it happen, and we finally did it.
Let's go, bro. It's been a dream, bro. I've wanted to work on the collab with you for like, I don't know, since I started producing EDM. So now somehow I've made it into a Jay Eskar YouTube video, which is also mind blowing. So yeah, let's go.
Can you tell us a little bit about you before we go into it? Because I know there's some people that know about you because Future House, but what can you tell us about you?
I've been producing music now for a very long time. I started as a teenage kid in my bedroom, like every
Wow.
other fucking producer. And I was really into future house and future bounce.
Hmm.
You were a big inspiration, as well as Brooks and Dirty Palm, and
Wow.
the classic future bounce gang. And then yeah, at some point, I just got better at producing. I improved my craft, and a big turning point for me was the moment where Brooks played my first DJ play was Brooks,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like the switch where I decided, okay, let's go all in. And I mean, now
Wow.
I just started releasing for a couple years, and it's going pretty well. And yeah, now I have a collab with Jay. So keep it
Damn.
up, guys.
I heard you have some upcoming collabs with other people. Can you name a few or are those secrets?
No, I can name a few. I've been working with another idol of mine, Dirty Palm, and we have like 3, 4 collabs. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
We have it. Yeah, we're thinking of doing an maybe. And I mean, I have one with Retrovision as well, which is also crazy,
Hmm.
which is like a Pink Panther remix. And yeah, I mean, gotta figure out how to release all of this music, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. And yeah,
Wow. I'm really happy to have you here. I suggest you guys go check out Matt Migo. He's insane. And I think Matt Migos is one of those guys that are a definition of hard work because I know guys that want to do something with music, but they never do. You know, they never put in the work. I think you're one of the people that I look up as a friend because I know you are a hard worker. And
thank you, man. I
to
appreciate
even
that.
include something extra, you've been working on a plugin, on a VST plugin,
Yes,
which is also a
yes,
very important thing on why this song came to life.
yes,
Can you tell us a little bit? Not too much, just a little bit so we can show it a little bit later on in the video.
yes. Sure. I mean, I was also studying in university whilst producing.
Mm,
I was studying mathematics, and I'm also soon to finish that. And
wow.
I met a couple really good programmers in my studies, which were also into music, and we had the idea to create a synth because back at that time the synths were not really evolving. It was back then still Serum One and Vital, and there was no change in the
Mm,
industry. So we were like, we have to try to create something that is different, and that's will encourage people to learn sound design. And yeah, we've been working on the synth now for 1.5 years, and
wow.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much yet, but we're planning some big things very soon.
Okay.
And we did use this also in our song, and I guess we'll show it in this video as well,
Mm.
how we used it. And yeah, I'm very excited for my upcoming journey as not only as a producer but also as a plugin developer. I mean, that's going to
Mm.
be crazy, I think. So
That's
yeah, very
amazing.
excited.
And I know you guys watching are gonna really like this plugin. But before we go into the technical aspects and just as a background, quick background, I was in Europe in Montenegro back when we started this. So that was November last year.
Yeah.
Matt Migos sent me a ton of ideas, and that idea to me was something that stood out. The main idea was made by Matt Migo with this plugin, which we're about to show you, okay? But stick with us. Now, I want to know, because not even I know, how this project started, though. And why did you send it to me?
Hmm. um, I mean, how do I start this? I mean, I always wanted to get a collab done with you. That was always kind of a goal of mine. And we had like a previous thing going on, but we
Right.
never finished it. I guess there were some circumstances that hindered it. But in any case, I was still excited and motivated to get a collab. So I was thinking, trying to create something really unique in the break because I
Mm.
remember some of your I forgot, I'm really bad with track names, bro, but like there were some tracks of yours that had really crazy breakdowns and really unique sounds, and I wanted to do something really unique in the breakdown as well, so I created this
Mm.
crying synth
Mm-hmm.
thing that is now also doing pretty well on Insta and TikTok. um,
Right.
and then I was like, okay, let me make a quick drop with this. I used the preset of Fabrik that I made
Mm.
previously, I tweaked it a bit, and created a catchy melody, and then just sent you the idea because I thought this is very unique, so I'm sure you will like this. And you did like it. And
Yeah.
then I sent it to you, and you completely changed the melody, but it was a very good change. Like it made the track more like you. And I think
Mm.
that's why it's also such a great collab, because it was really a 50-50 collab.
Right.
And most of the time when I collab with people, I do most of it. But this was a very great experience to have a producer that actually works on the track. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how long it took me to send you something, but to me it was a very inspiring track. So I worked on it as much as I could, then send it out to you. Yeah, 5 months later, bro, we released the song.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. We finished it in a week or two, I think, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was crazy fast. Like I remember I sent you the demo and I didn't even have to touch it again. Like you, or maybe one time I touched it again. But then you like it went super fast. It was, I don't know. It was like a very quick collab. Most of the time it
Yeah,
takes like 3 months, but this was like a couple weeks.
that's true. I mean, one of the reasons why I think we finished it fast was also because you added vocals to it. So where did those vocals came from?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I think they were just in my. I don't even have Splice, bro, so I don't know where
Oh,
they're from. Like
okay.
they were somewhere in my. Like I have a folder with all of the samples and stuff, and it was somewhere
Mm-hmm.
in there, and I just threw it on it, and it just worked. I don't know, just it just fit. And then I was expecting you honestly to like find new vocals, but in the
Right.
end, I mean, we stuck to those, and it seems to work well. So yeah,
Yeah, I personally really like them, and they feel like the old 2016 Future House kind of intro,
true.
and I like it. Right after we finished it, I was trying my best to release it as soon as possible because I feel like this track is one of those tracks that deserve to see the light soon, you
Mm,
know?
yeah,
Sometimes with tracks, I feel like over time they'll lose strength, and I didn't want to lose any power with this one, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah,
we sent it out to a couple labels, and they all said no.
yeah.
We sent it out to NCS, we sent it out to a couple labels, and they all said no. But we ended up releasing it on Eskar Records. I mean, it's
Oh,
still a pretty new label, whatever, but I'm trying my best to have like a good brand, a good proper release.
yeah,
And I don't know, I'm hoping you're enjoying the release.
100%. Like the conditions are also really fair. Like if you ever collab with Jay Eskar and you release on his label, the conditions, the splits are. I was actually stunned how fair they are. I'm not going to reveal any percentages, but like it was super fair, and it's a rarity to see in this industry, especially with record labels mostly taking big cuts and also recouping artworks, and it was refreshing to have this opportunity where you're not getting scammed. Like this should be normal. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
the right thing to do, and we need to push this agenda of being fair to the artists. I think this is a big step forward. We need to do this. This is very important.
Definitely. I feel like the industry is going in a direction that feels a little bit more artist driven. It's hard to explain, but I feel like before this industry was mostly ruled by record labels and money hungry people. And I feel like now maybe it's because of Skrillex, maybe it's because of everything that's going around, but I feel like everything is getting more artistic and more real, which
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm loving this new era of music production. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling like Discord groups are growing. People are starting
yeah,
to innovate. And talking
yes,
about innovation, have you had any reactions which have surprised you, or any reactions you that have come across thanks to this song? You know,
yeah. There was one person who said this might be the best song of the year, which was crazy. I mean,
that's an insane
I think it's the
statement.
first time someone is saying that to us, or to me at least. But yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, but in general, the reactions were.
I don't want to make you nauseous for talking too much. So let's go into the project. We're going to show you guys some of the technical aspects. First thing and foremost, the thing that you guys have been asking for the most. How was the drop lead made? Okay, I'm going to show you guys a
Yes.
quick view on how it looks like, and then I'm going to have Miguel explain how it worked, because it's not the usual synth. As you guys can see, you're all using right now. This new synth is called Fabrik, and it's made by Matt
Yes.
Miguel.
Yes. Yes. I've made it together with two of my friends, and we are ready to launch it very soon. There's been a lot of work in preparing this. I'm very excited to release the phone.
What is Fabrik, though?
Fabrik is a node-based synthesizer. It is similar to something you would see in Blender. I don't know if you've heard of Blender before.
Yeah.
It's like a 3D visual program. But basically, yeah, it's a node-based system. So you have blocks and you connect blocks with blocks. And this system allows you for many more possibilities in the synthesizer. You can connect anything with anything. There's no limits on the number of blocks you can use. And we believe this is the future. Not if it's Fabrik or if it's any other node-based synth, but we believe this concept is what will be the future.
Okay.
And
this is an endless possibility type of plugin. This is how we would call this. Because this is not like Serum where you only have a specific workflow. This is a endless way of doing anything, you know? The infinite plugin, I would call it.
Rebrand. We got to rebrand the plugin.
Yeah, so the main sound for this song, for Up All Night, sounds exactly like this. And from my understanding, it's some sort of oscillator doing some wave shaping to some filter to some LFO.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
So what's going on? Can you explain?
Yes, let's break it down. So basically, this is a frequency modulation, actually. So we have our first oscillator, which is playing a math function.
This one?
This is the red one.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so this is the first oscillator.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are modulating this oscillator with a different one, the green one.
Okay.
And this green oscillator is playing, the wave shape of that is made with the shaper. So the wave looks like a, I don't know even how to describe this, like a like a mountain, I guess. I don't know.
It's like a sine wave, but mirrored. It's like a mirrored sine wave.
Yeah, it's like half a sine wave, I guess. And yeah, so basically we're routing that thing into the shape of the other one, which is basically a frequency modulation. So the shaper block is going into the math function.
Right.
And that is the frequency modulation. And we're controlling the strength of that frequency modulation with the volume knob. So basically the volume knob is being modulated by an LFO, and that controls the strength of the frequency modulation, which makes the sound go like womp womp womp. And yeah, there's some other stuff going on. I mean, there's a white. Honestly, I have no idea what that. There's a noise.
Yeah, it's adding some grit to it.
I guess, yeah. Yes, frequency modulating some noise. Yeah, and then there's some noise in the pitch, which is also goofy. If you go to oscillate the red oscillator, there's like a noise in the pitch.
You're right. You can hear it.
It's very subtle.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Um,
super interesting.
but yeah, it's not that complicated of sound. It's basically just a frequency modulation.
Yeah, I
And
can
so
imagine
filter.
people looking at this plugin for the first time and thinking like, bro, that's some. I know why you're studying math. Like it looks like some fucking math complicated thing, but I've gotten used to using this plugin, and I can tell you guys it's not as complicated as it looks. Especially when you
Yes.
start like testing out different things, like what you just did with the fucking noise, moving it to the oscillator.
Mhm.
Like you would never do that with serum or something like that, for example. Like there's no reason why you would
Yeah.
do it, but yeah. So what else?
Yes. I think that's it basically. I
What is
mean,
this
that's
thing?
basic. This is so basically we have two sections in Fabric. We have the pre-processing section
Hmm.
and the post-processing. And everything that happens before the voice output is pre-processing, and everything that happens between voice output and output is post-processing. And in
Hmm.
this patch, there's no post-processing. It was only using pre-processing because I think we were using an older version of Fabric at the time as well, and there was no post-processing.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's nothing much else. That's basically the sound. It's just two oscillators, and we're frequency modulating one into the other. And yeah, that's the core of it. And then
Hmm.
you added a shit ton of post processing. You should show what you did, I
Yeah,
think.
for the main sound, we have some isotope trash, but I just added some distortion and some
Nice.
convolver, electric gate convolver.
Nice.
And then you added this fast distortion, I'm sure, because I don't use fast distortion. It's too fast for me. Then we got Magic Stereo. I made it a little bit
What?
wider.
I've never seen
Look at
this.
this guy doing splits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were using this to make it wider. Then a reverb. I normally use a bus channel for the reverb, but I remember the project already had the reverb like this, and I honestly I liked the way it sounded, like dirty kind of way, a dirty kind of reverb. So we kept it.
Yeah.
Then we got rid of some high mid frequencies, some of the lows, and then I used the
Nice.
clipper, free clipper, because it's the only one I can use. I love G Clip, but I'm using this, and then Kickstart, of course.
Classic.
But that is going to a parallel channel, which is a synth out, and we're using Destructor, which I'm sure you used. This is not me.
Yeah, yeah, I love Destructor.
Yeah, and then then we got Hyperchorus.
Bro. Then these are new FL
Yeah,
Studio,
these are new full studio plugins, bro.
but these are really good. Like shout out to ImageLine for these
Hmm.
new plugins they added. They're crazy.
I agree. Then we got OTT, 38%, and then another fast distortion. Remember, this is just a parallel mix, so you can control how much parallel
Yeah,
there's happening here on the
yeah.
lower part. But afterwards, we got another Magic Stereo. We're making it even wider.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
what else? I don't know what I did. I don't know what I just did. Something happened. Something weird happened here. But
Oh,
this
I
moved?
think it's a FL Studio bug.
I think I just moved something. I don't know. I think I just opened something, but it doesn't matter.
Uh,
Now we got some. I think I'm using this for filters or something for the drop, because I'm seeing this thing. I don't know. I just messed it up.
yeah, probably.
And of course, endless smile, but I don't think we're using this either. And then
Okay.
another kickstart on the parallel channel, but I mean that's pretty much what's happening for the first sound. But we have a layer that you also created. It's a more
Oh yeah.
simple. It's a simple
Oh yeah,
version of
true.
the other one, I think, and it's also on Fabrik if you can see it. I don't want to cover your face.
Yes. No, all good.
So yeah, this is
Mm.
very. It looks very similar to me, but it's not.
It's not though.
Yeah, it's only one oscillator. It's going to a sine
Yeah,
wave.
yeah.
Then you're distorting it, but it's sort of like a parallel kind of thing. You're distorting it.
Yeah,
You're adding a signal delay where you're adding another wave going in and then out. The hell's going on in here? It's an infinity effect.
it is actually. You're actually right. It is. I
Wow.
mean, signal delay is like the most powerful feature we have, and it's something you don't really see. I mean, doesn't exist in any other flagship synth. Um, and basically, it allows you to delay your signal by a specific time. So
Mm.
you can, like in this setting, it's in 1 millisecond, but you can increase it to whatever you want. And then you can route this signal into any state. So you can route it into a previous state. And that's what we're doing. We're routing the output into a sine wave and
Mm.
then the sine wave back into the delay, which creates like an infinite feedback loop.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, I mean, it's a very powerful feature. It allows you to create very aggressive sounds, but it
Mm.
also helps you to create natural sounds. Like you can
Mm.
recreate natural instruments with signal delay. Like it's useful for physical modeling.
Mm.
So very powerful feature.
Interesting. So we're
Yeah.
controlling the volume here with an LFO as well, right?
Yes.
And there's distort. You're distorting pre, then after distortion with an LFO as well.
Yeah.
So it feels more distorted when it goes up, for those that don't know.
Yeah.
And then finally the voice output, which is what you said earlier, the post processing of it.
Yes. There's no post processing on this one
Mm.
because we made this in the older version of Fabrik. As I said,
Ah,
there wasn't even a pre and post processing back then. So
yeah. If you guys get Fabrik, just really quickly, you got presets here, a bunch of them. Check this out. These are
yes.
all made by Matt Migo and some other people. Fraxy
Yes.
and an unknown,
Yes.
then Revive. I don't think the Acidity. Yeah, and I don't think I know
Yes.
some other names, but oh yeah, ChatGPT, is that ChatGPT?
Yes.
No,
ChatGPT made
ChristGPT.
pre as well.
Wow, that's
Yes.
crazy. Yeah, something I found interesting about this is that you can add wait. Yeah, this copy preset as text.
Yeah.
Did you generate the ChatGPT one using this texting?
Yes.
Interesting.
Basically, we're working on a ChatGPT thing that you can write it a prompt of a preset, and then I will create the preset in Fabrik. It's still
Wow.
very much in the works, but we will get it done in the future.
That's beautiful. I
ChatGPT is
mean,
so powerful. It's such a powerful.
bro, it's getting
Uh,
better and better, bro.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's
It's just
getting better
insane.
and better. Actually, this video it's being recorded right now with ChatGPT.
What?
I'm just kidding, it's not. Back when you sent me this, I added extra layers, which is this layer, then this layer,
Yes.
then a white noise layer, then another white noise layer, and then the sub, of course. And I mean, this sub does not have any LFO, so I had to follow the same rhythm. Again, it's just really simple sub. There's not much happening. It's just making it mono, as you guys can see here. And I'm adding some Camel Crusher, which you can't see. If it was Fabrik, it would work, but it is not. So it's not working. So then, yeah, for the I think the most important layer on this sounds is this wobble kind of thing. I made it using 0.1 back then. We didn't have 0.2, so I'm sorry, but it's basically just a wobble,
Nice.
and it sounds horrible. I know. That's something's happening to it. I don't know why, but yeah, that's a little bit louder now. But yeah, processing wise, I'm just using isotope trash, getting rid of the lows, and then the split guy.
He's back.
I mean, that's pretty much it for the job, sounds wise.
Yeah.
But then I think on the second part of the job, no, it's not on the second part of the job. Actually, something important is this vocal chops. I think you made this vocal
Mm,
chops using just parts of the vocal in the beginning.
yeah.
I normally don't use vocal chops on drops, but this track just asked for it, and I think you did a great job with it. As you guys can
Thank you.
see, uh
I just said thank you. Thank you.
huh. Okay, so my pleasure. So there's the structure on it. I think this is a really powerful synth. I need to use it a little bit more. Some sort
Hmm.
of stereo imaging thing happening or something here. Distortion filter, chorus, fast distortion again. Damn.
Yeah, let's go.
Vintage chorus.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Wow. OTT. And that makes the vocal sound a little bit more like a rock vocal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Without effects, sounds like this. Wait, sounds like this with effects. So it's giving it a little bit more presence. Um, there wasn't much change to that, so I might not add that to the video. But after this sound design journey, a lot of things happened. A lot of pitch bending. Everything went to the same group, and everything started pitch bending. And then I saw that you made a couple automations inside Fabrik to change the octave, to change I don't know what else, maybe the LFO or something.
Yeah, I think it's only the octave pitch because I mean it's a bass sound and a lead sound at the same time,
Mm,
and to make that work, you want to only change the pitch of one of the oscillators, only the top note of the bass.
mm,
So I automated that to make the melody work.
right.
Um, that's I think that's the biggest takeaway from this track, in my opinion. That try to like automate pitch of only one of the oscillators
Mm,
in your set
right.
and see what happens. I think that can yield crazy sounds.
Yeah, it's a great technique. Then we go into the drums. It's a kick. Then we got a clap. Actually, it was a hi-hat. And another hi-hat. Then an extra kick.
The groove.
Then we got a clap. Second clap, and then third clap. It stops. We have another fake drop, fake out, and then it goes again. And I mean, this drum loop is the thing repeating on both drops. There's nothing really crazy happening. Yeah, there's nothing really crazy happening for the drums, but that's it. I mean, processing wise for the kick, etc. Like, I'm using snapback on the kick. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but this thing is great for adding extra transients. And I don't know if, like, for example, if you ever want to make a clap that feels like it's dragging before it plays, this is the plugin for that. Snapback is
Oh,
really, really sick, yeah. So for
it
the
shift
kick,
transient or
it's adding this little transient, yeah. Can you see it?
ah, crazy.
It's a small, small, small sound, and it gets triggered anytime there's sound playing. So
Nice.
I added this to the kick because I felt like the kick needed to have a little bit more snap. So I added snapback. You can also add some transients and stuff. Like you can add like I don't know, like more attack. I don't know. You can choose some
Interesting.
weird stuff. Like let me add a vocal.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't do that to a kick, but you can change that. I mean you have the option. You can change the decay. You can change like everything about it, and I think it's a really cool plugin. So shout out to Cable Guys. I haven't shown you guys this plugin yet, but it's the first time. So now you're also learning about it. Then for the claps and everything, like you guys know the drill. I like to add some white noise to those claps, and I use it using Shaper Box. Sort of clashing, but I can barely hear
Oh,
it
it
to be
makes it
honest.
more airy.
Yeah, it makes it airy. We're using snapback on this clap as well because I wanted something to pull the claps and then also a snare noise. I think this is like my brand new
Oh yeah.
technique. to add some brighter frequencies to the claps, like without any effects. Look, with it, it's super subtle. You might not even be able to hear it, but it's adding something.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Especially
so
for collapse, I could imagine this to be like most useful, like to
you
get the
can,
pre-shift for the clap.
exactly, the pre-shifted claps. I know Retro really likes pre-shifted claps, so this might be something for him. And then for the claps, I'm just taking down 2000 hertz. That's because I think it's Guy Arthur, I don't know, suggested that those claps were too high, 2000 hertz. So I took them down on a group,
True. That
basically.
was he gave us a lot of feedback at the end.
Yeah, really good
And
feedback.
it helped quite a lot.
And then I made the clap a little bit wider as well with ozone. And that's pretty much it for the drums. And pretty much the whole job, to be honest. There are some
Yeah.
fake outs things. If you don't know how to do that, just automate the side chain so it's not always playing. So you can have the
Yeah.
no side chain there. And then it goes. Interesting.
Yes.
So now we go into the second drop, just to go into something that's interesting. And then if you listen to the
Yeah.
second drop, it sounds like,
How did you do that?
if you're wondering, I pretty much, first thing I did was separate the sub and the white noise from everything else, so all the other leads that we had. And then we consolidated that and we added it into Harmer. So this is a Harmer. This is Harmer. Oh.
Yeah, Firmer's crazy, bro.
And what I'm doing here is adding a phaser called like this. And I'm just changing the width of it. And when you change the width of it, it sounds like a different type of tone, you know? The way you're laughing, bro. And you can see here, I'm changing the width here. And that's what's making the lead sound like in a different...
That makes sense. Right, it's crazy.
I can put it all the way down so you guys can hear. Or higher. Oh, this is actually just the width. The actual width.
This is, yeah.
Oh, it's the modulation. It's this. My bad. It's this modulation. It's the XY modulation, but it's changing the phaser. So this is like some sort of chorus. And this is changing the tone. So you see, it sounds like lasers.
What the fuck? Bro, I'm gonna try this.
And anytime I listen to this last part, I cannot stop thinking about how it sounds like a old car horn. Wait. It sounds like an old horn.
Yeah. True.
But anyways, this is what's happening with this. I really been trying this kind of stuff where you resample stuff into Harmer, and it's so fun, bro. Then on the second part of the drop, we have a melody, harmonic melody or harmonious, whatever it is, a higher lead.
Yes.
Which Matt Miguel made and sent it to me. Because we felt like the second drop just needed something, you know, besides the resampling, besides anything, like, what can we do to make the same melody feel interesting? So Matt Miguel came up with this, adding a harmony, which you sent me already consolidated. Sounds like this.
Oh, yeah. I have some backstory on this I can talk about. So this is actually a lead from Uplink. I don't know if you guys know Uplink.
Yeah, of course.
But this was a lead that the Phil from Uplink, we had a bunch of collabs back in the day. And this was a lead that he used in one of our collab ideas. And I thought like this lead could be a great harmony layer for ours. So I just took it and changed the melody and put it on top of mine on our collab. And then it fit well, I guess.
Wow.
It's more of a glitchy lead, and it contrasts well with the gritty lead.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy with the harmony for
No,
sure.
I agree. So now, for maybe what you guys are all waiting for, we're gonna show you
Oh,
how we made the crying synth. So,
yeah.
how does that happen? How can you make a synth cry? You don't use violence. You make it move a lot. I think that's the first thing. And before we go into the synth that cries, let me show you just real quick how the chords sound like. We're using faded keys, it's called, for the chord progressions. I think they're deactivated now. And they sound like this. It's really low in volume. And there's also strings happening here. Uh, Shout out to Creative Audio. Those plugins are really cool. And then we also have another chord, which is another critical key. And these are the main chords. It's called Antique Carousel if you guys want to check it out. But it sounds like this.
Nice.
Some sort
Oh
of
shit.
art.
Vibe.
Yeah, once you combine all of that, then we also added an amen break, whatever. And then the lead comes in. Let's listen to it.
Oh. For the part of the end.
Damn. So, what's happening here? First, I see that I just as a background, some of these things Matt Miguel already added before I even jumped into the project. So, I think this reverb is something you did.
Mm.
Also, some Serum mod, some Serum warp,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
reverb,
Yeah.
reverse reverb automation from this one. It's the inverse of that.
It's the dry level. It's not
Hmm.
the wet level. So it's just the basically it's just the volume of the input signal to the reverb. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, no, it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. So there's also a pitch bend, so it's going down, and I mean it's getting accompanied by drop claps, the harmonies in the drop as well, I think, and some snap from Tom and Jane.
Yeah, I use those a lot.
And if you guys want to see the sound, it's the main lead is actually a combination of two leads. They're going to 27, so show you guys. Oh, 27. Where are you? Yeah, so the effects on this are Endless Smile, Magic Stereo again. Whoop! And we had a fast distortion, but I think we removed it. And that's just some crazy EQ happening here. Look at this.
Yeah, what the fuck? This is me probably, right? This
Yeah,
has to be
yeah,
me.
definitely. I never do anything. I never boost. So yeah, I got rid of some of the
Yeah,
highs as well. Instead of removing this, I just went like, I'm just gonna add another one and create some phasing issues. So,
I
anyways,
guess.
the lead looks like it's a super simple lead. This is a layer. Looks like it's a. I mean, you can't even hear it. I can't hear it
Yeah.
because the main
What?
sound is what matters. It's this lead. As you guys can see, this is what he's modulating. This little sort of feels like it's getting distorted over time, but it's just changing the wavetable with the envelope too. I see.
Yes.
See? It's really low in volume. Holy shit. Let me. It doesn't matter. I'll just upload, put the volume up in post. So yeah,
Mm.
the lead, the magic of this lead is, first of all, it's following the chord progression in a way that makes sense. What I think is really magical is that it's always
Yeah.
sliding, not just with the automation, but there are always two notes playing, and this is not a mono lead. It's just, I mean, this is not a polyphonic lead, my bad. This is a mono lead. So when you play a note on top of another note, and on top of another note, it bends. But it's doing it
Mm.
super slowly. That's why you're hearing the twin.
Yeah.
And also, the reason why it's moving so much, it's because we're using two notes. Let me remove this note and show you how it sounds like. You hear that? It is moving, but not so extremely moving like before. Over here, there's some dissonance happening. That's why it starts moving, you know?
Yeah.
And since these two notes have no extra note below them, it makes them sound cleaner, giving you more contrast. I think it's important if you're gonna use an effect to add contrast. You don't want to do the same effect over and over and over again because people are gonna get tired of it, or you might make it not stand out. So I think this track is awesome, to be honest. Even though we made it, I think it's a great track, and maybe you guys can learn something from it. Bass wise, it's a serum bass. I think it's just yeah, the magic of this is the distortion. If you remove everything, it sounds like this. So with this distortion, fast distortion, then this shutter, it's sort of making it like a square bass. And that's it. It's just adding harmonics. You play everything together again, and we finish the song. Basically.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Crazy. It's crazy.
And I mean, this track to me can be one of those songs that you use to open like Ultra with, you know? So hopefully maybe one day we'll have the opportunity to do so. Maybe it won't be
Yeah.
in so many years so that we don't remember this song. But yeah, I mean, this is it for the track, I think. If there's anything else you'd like me to go through, you think I missed anything?
No, I don't think so. I think, um, yeah, we talked about the main lead, we talked about the
Mhm.
break lead. I think those are the most important things.
Is there anything you learned on this track, technical wise? Any technique that you learned that you could share with them, or?
Um, yeah, I mean, I would say, phew, I think it's mostly about having a simple idea, but
Hmm.
executing it very well. Um, because the melody is very simple in the drop.
So simple,
It's
bro.
like ba 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 bum 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 bum. But what makes this track stand out is the fact that the sounds are so different. I don't think there's any track that comes close to the sound that what we have. I
Hmm.
don't know any other one that sounds like ours. So
I
it's the
agree.
sound design which really pushes this track,
Hmm.
and not complicated melodies. So I think keeping melodies simple but having crazy sound design,
Hmm.
is key. I think this is what the next evolution of sound will be: having simple elements but making them sound really good.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. I think Skrillex is a great example for that right now. Simple
Exactly.
melodies, insane sounds, bro. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we made this track before the album came out, so there's no inspiration we could have gotten. But I mean, every song I make from now on is gonna have some sort of new Skrillex inspiration. That's what happens with people that are breaking the rules. You know, don't be scared to
Yeah.
do it because you're gonna inspire people. So yeah, I mean that's
For
it for
real.
the track. Mastering wise, I've already shown you guys. It's just God particle. 100%. Some boost on the highs, lufticles as
Nice.
well. This reverb, which I think you added before.
Yeah,
S-
I guess it was for the build up.
yeah, to
I'm
automate
not
on the
sure.
build up, and then some ozone 11. And I
Nice.
mean, I've already shown you guys. Just basically making sure that everything below 190 are mono, and that's it. for the imager. Everything else is just
Yeah.
like an exciter and some maximizer, and that's it. But that's it for the track.
Nice.
That's it for the track. I mean, we've been here for almost an hour, so I thank you for that,
Oh
Matt
shit.
Migo. It's
Yeah.
almost
Thanks
been an
for having
hour.
me. Like,
It's almost
thank you
been an
for
hour.
inviting me.
No, no, no. It was
Oh
a
my
pleasure,
god.
bro.
Crazy. Crazy. It was. I think this is a very good YouTube video. I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how good the quality is of my video camera, and also I don't know how laggy the project is, but I think we can make a good video out of this.
It's the quality of the content that matters, not the quality of the video, I think, in this case.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
is there anything else you'd like to tell anybody watching?
First of all, I think everything's mindset. Let's get a bit philosophical at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, life is all about mindset, and once you get your mindset right, things in life will come. So work hard and get your mindset right, and then you will be rewarded. And I hope we can inspire you guys in some way, shape, or form to work on yourself and uh, get your mindset right and be successful with your music or happy with your music or whatever your goals are. Because yeah, every human should be able to do what they like and to make a living from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these are the key. This is the key. I think.
Definitely, I definitely agree. Is there any just a small change in
Yeah.
the field, but is there any release date for Fabrik? What's going on with the VST? Because I know a lot of people are going to be commenting, what is this plugin and how can I get it?
Okay. Well, let me hate a little bit on German bureaucracy first.
Mm-hmm.
Because the release date was actually planned to be on the same day as the release of Up All Night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sadly, we got into a bunch of legal issues with a German lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and also a bunch of negotiation issues. And I don't want to really go into the details of it, but um, the key message is if you start a company, there's a lot of other things that come with it. And
Mm.
you need to know about this and you need to be aware of this. And it's a lot of work. And I don't recommend this journey for everyone.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're still not sure exactly when the pre sale will start. We're projecting it to be on the 9th of May, which might be the day when the YouTube video is releasing. Um, but let's just say the YouTube video is releasing on the same day when the pre-sale is starting. Or actually, when do you want to upload this video?
I mean, I could edit it and upload it today.
Okay, okay. Then if we do it today,
Right.
then in May, the pre-sale will be in May,
Okay.
and I highly recommend if you are interested in Fabrik to buy it during pre-sale because it will be cheaper. I think it's 10% discount or 15. I'm not sure. And yeah, I mean, we've been working on this plugin for 1.5 years. We've tested it with over 400 producers during alpha testing stage and beta testing stage. So we are definitely ready to launch now. And yeah, we're happy to also have Jay on board. I mean, it's a great honor to have one of the sound design legends work with this plugin. And yeah, we're ready to release. We're we're just very excited, honestly. Like just our goal is to inspire people to learn sound design and to also just innovate in general. I think the core issue in our industry was innovation. A lot of the songs over the last years sounded the same, and we want to
Yes.
promote uniqueness. This is honestly the goal.
Okay.
Promote uniqueness, sound design, especially now with Serum 2 being out, that helped a lot. We see so much new sound design happening. Also because of Skrillex and his new album, there's so much sound design happening. And yeah, we hope that with Fabrik we can also add to that and um, introduce a new way of doing sound design for everyone. So yeah, very excited, and yeah, that's
I
pretty
love
much it
that.
from my side.
I love that. Once again, I want to say thank you for giving me the chance to work with you, sending me the project, thinking of sending me the project because there's so many other producers you could have sent it to. I'm really happy with the result. I'm happy you're happy with the result as well, and it was a
Yes,
pleasure. Honestly, I'm sure we're definitely going to be releasing more music in the future, even crazier music. I'm sure. Like that song we made is good, but I know that if today we decided to make a song, it would sound
yeah,
a million times better because I know
yeah,
we're
I
constantly
agree.
growing. I want to take a little comment on what you said earlier regarding working on yourself, and I think there's a misconception around artists that is like the more depressed you are or the more misaligned you are, the better music you make, and I think that's a misconception completely. When I'm doing the work I need to do on myself and on life and music, whatever, it's I know it's a fact. I make better music when I'm better with myself. So I really appreciate what you said to everyone watching. Really focus on working on yourself every single day. Eat good, exercise, fucking pay hard work on everything that you
Yeah,
love, and you will be rewarded. He is right. So
yeah,
yeah, I think it's very important to say that. I want to. Hopefully, we can get rid of that. Oh, the press artists are the best. I don't think it's true. I don't think
yeah,
it's true. The happier you are, the better music you are. Even if you want to make sad music, when you're happy,
yeah.
it's even easier. But
I think
yeah,
so too.
yeah, it was a pleasure having you here. Everyone watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want us to make another video about something else, just let us know. I'm sure Miguel is going to be happy to make it happen. And that was
Yes,
it. This is how we made Up All
yeah,
Night. Not just the technical aspect, but the psychological aspect as well. And
yes,
yeah,
sir.
that was pretty much it. How can people find you on socials?
Just Mad Miguel. You should be able to find me. I think I'm the only Mad Miguel out there.
Okay, I think everyone else is just
Only.
at peace.
Yes, the other ones are living at peace. I'm still on my journey to bliss. So yeah, I'm mad. I'm still mad.
All right. Thank you for being here, bro. I think we're gonna say bye now. And
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks for having me.
Well, thank you guys for
Great
watching. Bye
on.
bye.
Ciao.